another episode for you, Tennessee Fan Talk, where we had a blackout in Neyland. Bright start, but a brutal finish. And it's kind of like we're at a clown show along with a lot of the other SEC teams. Tennessee lit up the scoreboard early, but Oklahoma flipped the switch and the script. Going back into the, little 90s, early 2000s there for you, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Joey Aguilar threw for nearly 400 yards, but turnovers told the tale. SEC chaos is brewing, and the coaching carousel, as you hear in the background, is spinning out of control. Buckle up! We're diving into the Vols heartbreak, the playoff picture, and the 11 head coaches who did not survive 2025.
Vols fans, the best fans in football. Rowdy, passionate, dedicated. And this is where Vol Nation comes to talk. Welcome to the hottest spot for all things Tennessee Vols. This is Tennessee Fan Talk, where the orange and white comes to life with a dash of humor, a sprinkle of wit, and a whole lot of Southern charm, bringing you the latest updates, breaking news, and some good old-fashioned laughs along the way. We're the water cooler chat you wish you were having at the office, minus the boring stats. Whether you bleed orange or you're just dipping your toes into the world of Tennessee sports, this is for everybody. It's loud, it's proud, it's Tennessee Fan Talk. And now your hosts, Bird and the Duke.
Oh, Vols fans, we had dark mode. We have dim dreams. The Vols fall and the SEC burns. You got the Duke alongside Bird. We're going to break this down for you in 4 segments tonight, maybe even 5. We may roll into a 5th one. Who knows? We just,
we just take us wherever the wind takes us.
What win?
Wind, duh.
Oh, breaking it down for you, a couple segments. We're going to talk about Neyland at night, what went wrong, roll over to the SEC scoreboard, and who's still alive. Segment 3, coaching carousel. We're going to talk about the firings and the fallout before talking about what Tennessee looked like, the Vols' outlook, reset or rebuild. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to Tennessee Fan Talk. Make sure to check us out online for the like, the subscribe, all that at TN Fan Talk, wherever you are. We are breaking down Tennessee's loss to Oklahoma. Turnovers, missed opportunities, the scoop and score that changed everything. God, dog.
He got bodied.
Joey Aguilar's roller. I mean, that Kitzelman that went for the ride.
Yeah, he sure did.
He deserved it.
Looked like he was in Dollywood.
He deserved it. Joey Aguilar's roller coaster, 393 yards, 3 touchdowns, but something I said early on is you're going to see Aguilar interception rate increase. And under pressure, offensive line didn't help him whatsoever, but under pressure with the bad mistakes, throwing those INTs. Staley's, he had the breakout. I mean,
he still dropped some balls, though, by the way.
But 2 touchdowns, 75 yards. He looked great. Playoff hopes probably gone. I mean, we got help last year, but
in true Tennessee fashion, we lose when everybody else in front of us loses.
Yes, yeah. So what's left to play for 2025? We're going to talk about it. Tennessee. When you break this thing down, and for all you YouTube TV people out there, sorry for you. Didn't get to watch the game unless you real quick signed up for ESPN Plus.
Or you went to YouTube and bootlegged it. I know plenty of people that do that too.
Or you bootlegged it, or you had to just stroll down to your local B-Dubs or Neighbors or
Hooters. Oh, that's right. They're all out of business.
Hooters. The Hooters are gone. There's a joke inside of there, but it's really...
Hooters are gone, but never forgotten.
Tennessee with 28, just looking at this by the stats, of how do you lose this game? 28 first downs. The rushing really hurt them, and we knew. You said last week Oklahoma has a good defense. Mm-hmm. Only 63 yards on the ground. That hurt, right? Mm-hmm. But the overall 456 offensive yards to 351.
I mean, we got more yards than Alabama when we played them as well. If you want a little recap,
only 25 yards in penalties for Tennessee, 104 for Oklahoma. I mean, usually with that kind of penalty swing, you know who lost the ball game. Tack on the
you can call that the Nealon effect on that, I guess.
Tack on the difference in yardage. Tack on the possession time was roughly about the same by the end of it. And then you go look at third down conversions. They were 4 for 10. We were 7 of 13. 0-1 on the fourth down, which God bless. We'll talk about that one. 2 and 3 in the red zone for us. 2 and 2 for them, and their kicker and them Daisy Dukes had one heck of a night.
Hey man, if you can do what he did, you can wear a thong in his case. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I want to see it, but you could go out there and kick barefooted in a thong, and if you're going to bang 55 yarders
twice,
I'm fine with.
I mean,
yeah,
God. And the first one had a lot more. Room. I mean, he could have been another 3 yards back.
He probably heard Herb Street talking about him, so he pulled his pants down a little bit. He didn't get as much. It restricted his motion a little bit on that last one, but he still made it.
Still made it. The 2 interceptions for 74 yards against them, and then the 1 fumble, 71 yards.
Yeah, I don't blame him for the fumble at all.
It was one of those. You talk about that. 2012-esque, era.
Sure.
Or prior, 2002, 2003.
I mean, but the last 15 years.
Opening drive fumble. He got back on it. He got back on it.
Muff punts. Yeah.
Boo Carter drops one at the pick.
Buddy.
You're like,
he's ready. Just show him the door.
Please show him the door.
He didn't play a single snap on defense.
No, he did not. My question is why, and for a team that last year, and the naysayers out there of get rid of Banks, get rid of Heupel, no, they're working with what they have, and they have a young team,
the youngest, I think,
and they have to do with what they have on the field. They don't have the elite, they don't have the veterans that they had last year. So the tackle for loss, way off. I mean, there was 0 tackle for loss other than sacks, 3 for 16 yards.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're talking about firing these folks, I mean, you're idiots.
Yeah.
I mean, for one, who are you going to get? Alex Golesh, that's no guarantee.
No.
John Gruden. No. You know what I mean?
No.
That's a bunch of...
Who are you going to get when there's 11 other teams open for someone?
With 11 other fan bases that are probably nowhere near as crazy as ours, because if I kept hearing that stuff, I'd want to leave too.
Mm-hmm.
My stars, it's like a political group of fan base. The most radical are the ones that cause the biggest problems.
Right.
And we've got some radical ones. And I understand that we pay a premium price, and we spend as much money as Alabama and as much money as Georgia, and you expect a better product. I get it. But from what we lost last year to what we lost with, I mean, say what you want. You can say Joey's better than Nico. Who knows? The Dolphins probably would have looked a little different. And we were just,
I would have liked to seen a second year Aguilar here.
Sure. I mean, I think he only gets better. I mean, we're not going to see that obviously, but
right.
I mean, if you're calling for Heupel's head, I mean, you're going to be sorry if he decides to leave.
Right. Right.
And we're just back into the wilderness again, folks. Back into the woods.
Right. Yeah. Who do you get?
Yeah. Who do you get? So, I mean, and who wants to take that risk to coach for us at the same time? Now, like I said, I understand that. I mean, we're paying premium prices for seats because the seats are ridiculously priced.
Absolutely ridiculous.
And I get it, but at the same time, you got to understand that the grass ain't always greener. We've learned that 5 previous times, folks.
Right. I think you looking back over the coaches over the past decade, who brings the most excitement to the team, and it's your current head coach.
And I'm not the one that says, oh, he gets a free pass because he brought us out of the mud. I'm not that guy.
No.
I mean, obviously you might need to make some personnel changes on the staff. I don't know who. I don't think it's Banks.
Offensive line coach from seeing this past week.
Well, I mean, once again, we're young there too.
Yeah.
I mean, we have
injured.
Sure, and I would venture to say Sanders probably hits the portal.
I hope not.
I hope not too, but you know,
he really, I mean, he made some costly mistakes himself for someone who is.
His skill set is still better than anybody else that we have elite. On the line. He's just young.
He's elite. He's just young.
So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I hope to goodness that it's not that hype. I mean, all over the message boards is rumors of Heupel going to LSU, and if he goes there, you want to talk about a place that has better recruits in-state. You have no in-state competition with other.
Correct.
You dip your toes into Texas a lot easier than we can. Because obviously in today's world, we can recruit from whatever state you want to, but sometimes kids don't want to be that far from home.
Right. Right.
So, and you can't see everyone either, right? So when you're closer to better talent, you're going to see better talent more often.
Right.
When you're further away. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, if he's gone, I'm going to be so mad. Not at him.
Right. But at the people that.
But he's Danny's boy. He's Danny's boy. The only way that I could see him leaving is if Danny goes to LSU too.
Which they got rid of their AD as well.
Correct. Possible.
Yeah. I don't know.
You want to talk about a place that now our NIL is better organized than LSU for sure.
Right.
But you throw somebody in there like Danny, he could probably turn it around like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's scary times. Like I said, there's 11 other openings, and not arguably, LSU and Florida are better jobs than Tennessee. You could argue Penn State and even Auburn's better.
Auburn, you know, it's one of those places where it's a prestigious school. It's a place that you could look at and go, well, you know, it's Auburn, but you answer to Yellowwood. The AD has no control. You know, it's all booster. Which I mean, I guess in the SEC you could play that. You could say that, but it's like it's just well known there that there is the AD has zero. He's a figurehead. He has zero control. Where I feel like Tennessee, Danny White can kind of do what he wants.
I mean, as of right, I mean, I'm all for it. Like I said, I know that the prices are high, and that's a lot because of Danny Dimes. He's nickel and diming everybody, but it takes money to be competitive in the SEC.
Yep.
And I mean, we've got boosters that can keep up with most of them. We can't keep up with the Texas A&M or
PSLs at new Nissan Stadium are vastly expensive for a team that sucks.
Buddy, we ain't gonna talk about that. But I mean, it is sad that every single one of my teams is now not very good. The Braves stink. The Preds stink. The Titans stink. But I'm not so upset about the Vols because we've got a little bit of false hope from the Georgia game.
Yes.
Because we were a Max Gilbert field goal away. By the way, he does have one job, but he has the highest percentage of field goals made in school history, folks.
Right. Yeah.
If you didn't know that.
And he's still young. He's a sophomore.
And I mean, he does. You can't help. I mean, he can't help it, but he does look like he's just lost his last year's Easter egg when he's out there. You know what I mean? He can't help it.
He thought he made that one. He put his head. What do you mean it's no good?
But yeah, you know, it is like I said, he does have one job, but I don't blame him either. So
we played Georgia early. Everyone, like you said, everyone's hanging that up at we're good because we hung with Georgia. No, Georgia early on in the season has the ability, you know, to look like they're going to lose a few, and they have to make a last-minute comeback. They do that every year. We just caught them early.
I mean, you can have some of the Tennessee crazies out there saying what I'm about to say is what's wrong with Tennessee, but when you have a coach like Kirby Smart and he has that much tape on you, they're a lot harder to play in the second half of the year when they got that much tape. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like I said, I don't think anything's going to change coaching wise. It's like Heupel gone. Obviously, I know we're not going to fire him, but let's just hope he doesn't leave, because you can say you're going to get whoever you want, but Tennessee's not as lucrative job as some of the fans think.
Right.
Even though we spend the money that the top teams do, a lot of it is just location, and our location does kind of stink compared to Florida or Georgia or Alabama when it comes to recruits. Tennessee's getting better producing recruits, but per capita, Mississippi has better recruits than Tennessee does per capita.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and
whatever.
Going around the SEC, we'll roll that over into segment 2, the SEC scoreboard. Who's still alive? Texas topping Vanderbilt in a ranked showdown. You were talking about Vanderbilt starting slow. They can't start slow. They started slow. I mean, God, dogs gave up 17. If I'm not mistaken, the very first play was a touchdown from Texas.
I didn't watch it. I just know that I think there was some picks and turnovers.
And then I'm
not sure.
On the flip side of that, for Vanderbilt to go 21 unanswered in the fourth.
That's kind of their MO. Like I said, if they start slow, it's going to be hard for them to come back on somebody that's continue to score. And Texas has dudes, so
they almost. And if they could, gotten to that onside kick a split second earlier to keep it from going out of bounds.
Mm-hmm. Real quick though, before we move on, I saw the numbers. It's close, but Sarkisian and Heupel have almost the same record, and Sarkisian is considered a top 5 coach. But then to our fan base, Heupel is not good enough to be head coach.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
And it's easier to win in Texas than it is in Tennessee. I can assure you. I can assure you.
Oh yeah. Georgia edges Florida in the cocktail party. Bulldogs.
That's not good. That doesn't look good for us in the future.
Bulldogs stay in the hunt. And they had to do it right.
It's coming down to Texas. It's coming down to Texas A&M and Georgia.
They had to do it right at the end.
Alabama too, I guess.
The upset alert, both of us picked Arkansas. Mississippi State going and handling Arkansas there at the end.
That puts the nail in the coffin for the Bobby Petrino return.
Yeah. Still with 0 conference wins. No good.
And that was Mississippi State's first conference win in, I think, 3 years?
Yeah.
So.
Yes. South Carolina falls to Ole Miss, which we knew that was going to happen. You have to think at some point in time in the very near future that Beamer's seat is heating up. And with South Carolina...
Well, they fired Shula, their offensive coordinator, today.
Okay.
So that's a save my hind end move.
They're 3-6.
And they were preseason ranked 13th, I think.
Yeah.
So,
and then of course Kentucky only posting up 10 points and beating Auburn.
So that fired Hugh Freeze, but it got Stoops another year because that's all Kentucky needs. That one win,
and Stoops is on the hot seat. No doubt about it.
Yeah, I know, but I was just kidding. It's Kentucky. Hey, Kentucky fans, I got good news. It's basketball season. That's what they always say.
These two, looking across the SEC, these two head coaches, both of them in a hot seat. So did Stoops maybe lock up, save it for the rest of the year? Maybe. The problem with Kentucky is he got a contract extension in 22, and he has a very high buyout.
It's even funnier to think that he was almost the head coach of Texas A&M. They Shiano'd him, but it's
they did.
It's crazy.
They straight up.
He's like, you know what? I'll just take Kentucky.
Tennessee going toe-to-toe. I mean, quarter per quarter, if Tennessee wouldn't have just laid a big goose egg in the second quarter, it would have been a different ball game. Duke picked out the loss. I was optimistic. Picked out the loss. Ended up, I think
I've just seen it too many times.
60. It still went over what Vegas had.
Well, yeah, I mean, who would have thought that Napier would have ran for 200 yards on the ground?
Yeah. Everyone that's seen Tennessee's defense against the run knew what that is. Through 2 segments, we're going to take a little break before we roll into segment 3 and talk about the coaching carousel firings and fallout.
Wherever you are, we are. And we are at TN Fan Talk. Would you like to be on the show? We'd love to have you. Find our link tree in the show description. No experience or equipment is needed. Now, back to Tennessee Fan Talk. Here's Bird and the Duke.
Now, this slate of games coming up Saturday, November 8th. Tennessee gets a little break. And Ole Miss gets a break with their schedule. We'll talk about that, but first we want to talk about the coaching carousel. Firings and fallout. Record-setting year. 11 FBS head coaches fired mid-season, and the SEC's taking the biggest bloodbath of that. LSU, as we talked about last week with Kelly, Florida and Napier, now Auburn with Hugh Freeze, Arkansas with Sam Pittman, and then the other Power 4 casualties are, of course, Penn State, Oklahoma State, UCLA, Virginia Tech, Oregon State, UAB, Colorado State. Crazy.
And you could maybe even put Florida State on that list here soon.
Other ones on the hot seat. Norvell is definitely on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly, that one, I mean, you've even got the governor coming out and saying, just to let y'all know, tax dollars are not going to be paying this. He has a $54 million buyout.
I think they settled on $30 million, which is still great money, right? But I think I do think it was a bad look for the governor to come out, and the governor has no business to say anything about any of that crap.
Yeah, like he wanted to just...
Because I'm sure there is some tax dollars in there, but there's a lot of donations that go into that crap too.
Right.
And it's just it just makes you look like, I mean, in today's climate, politics are crazy anyway. So, you know, he's out there. That's just a politic move trying to get reelected. I don't know how it works in Louisiana, but...
So looking across, I mean, and of course speculation is everywhere, and everybody's name from some mid-majors up into some other...
I mean, some mid-major guys are going to get shots because there's not enough talent pool out there to pull from.
Exactly.
And there's Rule in Nebraska signed an extension, so he ain't going anywhere.
Right. UCLA, you got
Signetti signed an extension because he was the hottest. Him and Lane Kiffin's always open.
UCLA has Neuheisel's son as an interim, and do you think
he's not even the head? No. He's not the head coach. He's the offensive coordinator. He just gets all the shine.
He's okay.
He's not the interim head coach. I don't know who it is. It's not him.
He is the only one that ever gets any of the shine because of his last name.
Yeah, so do
they bring him in?
I mean, somewhere like a UAB might.
Yeah,
but like you're just going to.
Rumor mill says Dilfer's poking around back at Lipscomb again.
Well, who cares about that? But you know, Summerall's probably going to get a chance.
Yeah.
I would suspect the guy from Iowa State is probably going to get a chance.
Yeah.
He's on the hot seat, but. He's good. It's just that's a tough place to, once again, to get in your recruits. Obviously, with the NIL deal, NIL life now, whatever.
I mean, LSU's got to make the right. They've got to make the right hire.
I mean, that's
Florida.
Well, I've said it before. LSU's top 3 job in America, better than it's arguably the best in the SEC. You could toss up between there and Alabama.
Right.
That's the top, and it's not like that's like their top 2, and then. But I think they're way ahead, and Florida's probably number 3.
And Florida, I mean, Napier, we knew from day one was a bad hire. That was a stupid hire.
But the thing was, is we wanted him at Tennessee.
Yeah.
And Grundy, too.
I mean,
from Oklahoma State.
Sunbelt Billy was a stupid hire. They should have kept what they had. Who was the one before? Was it McElwain? No, who before Mullen?
Oh, I guess that was McElwain, right?
Yeah,
Didn't they fire Mullen to get Billy?
Yes, and
that was a stupid fire. Dan Mullen is a good coach.
Yep. So what if he doesn't want to recruit? It's welcome to the NIL era. Just get out your checkbook.
Yeah, you still got to build those relationships, though. I mean, the money talks. Truth be told, the players that only want the money is probably not exactly who you want on your team at all times. It's a quick plug-in for a year or two, but it's, you want to build some culture too. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like you want the guys that obviously money plays a role, but they want to be there. Unlike Boo Carter.
Yeah. I mean, 4 SEC teams with potentially another one by the end of the year.
Potentially 2 if Sark leaves Texas.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy talk to even think about that.
And there's just not enough talent to pull.
Nope.
If let's just hypothetically say that we that Heupel leaves for whatever reason.
Yeah.
We're not all the fans, the crazy fans out there are going to say Golish. But who's to say that he wants to come back?
Yeah.
These people think that they're
I could honestly see Golish going to Florida.
I mean, he's probably going to take a call. I don't know if Florida wants to take a risk on a, quote unquote mid-major
again,
for lack of a better term.
Yeah,
again. But who else do you get? Right?
Yeah. Maybe Arkansas makes a call to him.
Yeah, that's more like an Arkansas or an
Oklahoma State.
Somebody, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Lane Kiffin stayed at Ole Miss. I mean, he's got it rolling down there.
You have a point, and as much as I've said that he's going to just take off and go to Florida, who knows? I mean, maybe security
how
with
many
what
other
he
times
has.
How many other times has he taken off and it's not working? He's like, you know what? I might stay this time because it's working.
I shouldn't leave like a thief in the night.
I mean, he's tried his hand in NFL. It didn't work. At Tennessee, it might have worked if he'd have stayed, but we'll never know.
Never know.
Then he went to USC. That didn't work. Then he goes and hangs out with Nick Saban and does a little bit under him and gets his hind end chewed all a bunch. And then, bam, here we are. So, I mean, I don't know.
DJ Durkin may end up proving good at Auburn, and they just keep him.
I mean, yeah, there's always a little bit of, not always, but it's very common that when you fire a head coach, there's a bump.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, either they're trying to save a spot for the next coaching staff,
unless you're Mississippi State.
Well, that's a little different situation too. I mean, heck, he might be getting fired.
Man, we'll see about that. He does have a big one this week at the 12 noon Eastern on ESPN. Number 5 Georgia at Mississippi State, and Georgia's gonna kill him. I agree with you, but I've said it in the past before that college football and especially the SEC is getting so much more even. It's getting so much closer to the NFL. Not saying skill wise, I'm just saying that anybody can win. Anybody can win. Yeah.
And road games matter. Like, it's harder to play on the road in college than I could argue in the NFL. It's not as hard in the NFL because it's just the atmosphere is different, right?
Completely different.
At most places, there's some places that Pittsburgh's a little harder to play at. Seattle's a little harder to play at. But most places, it's not the biggest swing like it is in college.
Well, you have, for a lot of these stadiums, you have half the amount of fans sitting there in NFL stadiums.
Yep. So, I don't know, but I would have to suspect Georgia wins. I guess real off topic, do we not wear dark mode jerseys anymore since we lost them? Because we don't wear orange helmets anymore.
You'll hear that. We don't do dark mode anymore.
I mean, that was our first loss in black jerseys ever, I think.
Yeah, and breaking a home streak. I think he's won his last 28 games at home or something.
We lost to Georgia this year at home.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, maybe it was against
against the spread,
and he has not done good against ranked opponents. Heupel,
that's just when you get the splitting hairs. If you're both ranked,
yeah,
that's where it comes back to the skill level, like in the NFL when there's two really good. Somebody's going to lose.
Yeah.
So.
The Citadel, speaking of someone losing, the Citadel travels to Ole Miss. So
that must be homecoming.
So it's kind of, they have an early homecoming. The 3:30 ABC game, number 3, A&M heading to Mizzou.
Drinkowitz is probably going to go somewhere.
I think Drinkowitz will go somewhere, and I could even see him making a trip down to Auburn.
He kind of fits that style of craziness.
Mm-hmm.
They had Gus Malzahn.
Mm-hmm.
But he's in talks with. They talked about him going to Florida. If Lane don't take it,
I just don't know. Drinkowitz at Florida, I don't know.
If you can win in Missouri,
yeah, talent pool around you and the money of Florida.
There's some talent around St. Louis, but for better or for worse. Nobody cares about Missouri in the SEC, let's be honest.
They are ranked above Tennessee now.
Sure. Once again, like I said, Missouri doesn't count, but everyone that we needed to lose in front of us did, and guess what? We lost to.
Yeah.
Miami got beat.
It would just... Everyone's getting to see the Carson Beck that...
I'm just here to play football, man.
That Georgia was... happy to let go.
Yeah, coming back to who's going to win the SEC, I guess it's technically down to 3 teams: Georgia, Alabama, and A&M. And I guess A&M plays Alabama here soon.
Coming up.
That'll be a big, big game.
You talked about that bump in programs. Auburn traveling to Vanderbilt, who moved from number 9 to number 15.
Now, that's the only hope I have left is that we can ruin Vanderbilt's season at the end of the year.
That would be great. Auburn may do it right now, like you said. With that,
maybe so.
With that bump up.
Do you put Jackson Arnold back in as starting quarterback? I don't know.
I don't think you do. I think he has proven that he is not SEC talent at 2 teams. It's time for him to...
it's funny that the top 2 recruits out of high school was Nico Iamaleava and Jackson Arnold, and they both kind of stink.
They both washed out. It's time for Jackson Arnold to Jared Garantano himself way out to Colorado State or something. Colorado, wherever it was that he went, some weird Colorado school. 7:30 ABC, LSU, number 4 Alabama.
That's somewhat of a big game. Another bump.
It could be another bump.
Well, at the end of the day, people talk about like Florida having a bad record. They still have really good guys on their team.
100%.
Same way as LSU.
Yep.
LSU's loaded.
Yep.
And I could see why you wouldn't want to play for Brian Kelly. He just come across as a
And now you got
a piece of work.
The coaches in there going, let's go in there and put an end to Alabama's. Let's show that we're still LSU.
Yep.
I think it'll be a good game. And then the 7:30 Florida at Kentucky.
That's normally when Kentucky slips up because that's like one of Florida's kryptonite games is always Kentucky.
It always
Kentucky's going to come out with them silver chrome helmets.
Oh,
and all hell's going to break loose.
It's going to look like a whole bunch of can of corns at the grocery store.
Yeah.
I'm still going to give Florida that game, but I do see talented. Kentucky potentially putting up a fight. They usually have, their defense is decent. Florida's defense is really good. So I don't know what Kentucky's going to be able to do. Cutter Boley only looked like a Heisman when he played Tennessee. So,
Yeah, well, we'll see. Like I said, it's something about it's a night game, right? At Kentucky, yeah. Something about a night game in Lexington with Florida coming to town.
Our final segment of the Vols Outlook: reset or rebuild with the bye week before facing New Mexico State. One of the things we talked about was pre-show was, what do we do with the quarterback position now that the college football playoffs are just out of reach? Do you sit Aguilar knowing that he's done, and you bring in next year's talent? Do you hand the ball to Merklinger and say, let's see what you got for New Mexico State?
Once the pre-show, we were talking. Like I said, I think you let Joey go out there and see what you do in the first quarter. If we hang 21, 28 on them,
City Merley, none of this fourth quarter. Bring in the
and then you don't start just running the ball every play. Let him play.
Oh, I give him first quarter.
I'm talking about the backups.
No,
don't start calling soft. Don't start soft play calling. Let him play.
Yeah, no, and not even. I don't even want him all with the back. I want Merklinger to go in there with team one.
Yeah. No, we're just saying Joey.
Yeah. Joey alone. And I want to see what Merklinger can do with whom he's going to be playing with next year. And for me, New Mexico State is not the only place you do that. I don't know. I say that, and then I look at the final stretch with Florida in Gainesville, Vanderbilt at home, bowl positioning on the line. I know this.
Yeah, those bowls don't matter anymore. But if you would have got any rational Tennessee fan before the season started and said you're going to end up 9-3 with a chance to go to the playoff, but you're just going to come short, would you take it? And they're going to say absolutely.
Both you and I pick at the beginning of the year was.
I think I said 8-4.
No, I kind of feel like we both did, because people were saying 10-2. We both went one worse, 9-3.
Anyway, I could still see us going 7-5 now. Don't get me wrong. I could see that, and I will not be upset.
I'll be upset. I'll be upset as much as 7-5.
I wouldn't be, because at the end of the day, in today's college football, if you don't make the playoffs, it doesn't matter. So
true.
It's just like tanking in the NFL to get your first draft pick. You just want to go ahead and start.
And we're all too familiar.
I'm not saying you don't tank. You don't tank in the college, but I mean, bowl games. It matters to the players, I'm guessing. Some
and to recruits. That's a big thing to recruits, bringing them out to that. And
yeah, even though we lost yesterday, I would have to think that probably helped us in recruiting, just how the atmosphere was, because the night game at Neyland is crazy.
If you have never been to that particular game, the dark mode entry and all that, it is insane.
Funny fact, I was at the very first dark mode game ever against South Carolina with Lane Kiffin as the head coach. I was there.
Wow.
It pissed the rain, and we got lucky. Our seats were under the overhang on the bottom bowl. Back then, you get tickets for $30 a piece. Those days are long gone, but
in a little bit of other news before we go, as you're listening to this, as we're dropping this out on Monday, November 3rd, we got men's basketball starting up. They got Mercer.
I mean, I guess we can sound like Kentucky. Hey, it's basketball season.
It's we're going to play great through the regular season, and then when it comes tournament.
I mean,
also known
that's like at the end of the day, only one team wins the national championship. So
that's right. I do think Barnes has been really great about backfilling in his players losing. You got Akpara is going to be the big name this year.
Yep, and we're all probably going to get him for a year, and then he's going to go to the draft. So,
hey, at least one of the things over the years, when NIL was starting, I was very, very against it. But the one bright thing of basketball NIL is it stops the one and done. Generally.
Yeah, I mean generally, because what's the entry level contract for the NBA? I have no idea.
No clue.
So you're probably still making more money at at a college basketball program if you're a good player. You know what I mean?
So the projected starters for this Mercer game is, of course, Okpara as a senior, Jalen Carey as a junior, Nate Amin as a freshman.
He's the number one player in the nation, I think. He was the number one freshman. I think.
Bishop Boswell, sophomore, playing as a guard. And Jacoby Gillespie as a senior, 6'1" guard. So no one, Okpara the closest to hitting that 7 foot at 6'11". Nate Amin, of course, is 6'10".
I'm ready for baseball season. That's what I'm ready for.
Oh, Lord. I'm glad that it's basketball.
Yeah, I mean it's sad that football's over, but it is what it is. Once again, I don't want to say pleased. I am fine with the outcomes. Has it looked like we probably should have won those games? Yes. But whatever. Like everybody's giving crap for Heupel for that 1 4th down play where they put in the freshman tight end. At the end of the day, he's got to catch that football. Hit him in the mask.
Oh my gosh, that's the one thing I said we were going to talk
about. That's not on Heupel as much as
no, and people keep going, that's on the coach because he doesn't know how to play. It hit the kid's hands. Did the defense make a good little... Yes.
They chipped him a little bit, but...
They chipped him a little bit, threw him off. What I don't understand is why didn't they swap those around, which I not like Kisselman's any better catching those.
He drops the ball just as much. I think we are like top 5 in the nation in drop balls.
Oh, I would not doubt that whatsoever.
So, but I mean, at the same time, we're thin in the receiving area. Our receivers are good. We're just thin.
You know, in basketball, 81, Tennessee has appeared in 95 of the last 98 AP Top 25 polls. That is including the past 81, the second longest active streak in the nation.
Talking about basketball?
Basketball.
If you ask Kentucky, though, we've never made a Final Four, so...
We got to that Elite Eight one time.
And, yeah, that's true. We've never made a Final Four, but whatever.
When it comes
Kentucky's going to be asking for Calipari back by the end of the year. So,
they're going to be going, come on, Nate Oates. We're a basketball school. Come up here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nate Oates, too. Yeah.
just come up here and see us. We'll catch you guys next week after we see what kind of craziness the SEC goes through this week while we're on the bye. And then what is Heupel and company going to do for New Mexico? We'll talk about that next week, along with what is that? Next week's going to be week 12. And we do have
I don't know.
ESPN CFP rankings now out. What is it? Is that Tuesday night that those things come out?
I think it's Tuesday night. I sure do.
Tuesday night. We'll see. We know that the Vols are not in the top 10, top 12.
And that's okay. There's bigger things in life, folks.
Much, much bigger things in life.
You've been listening to Tennessee Fan Talk. It's where the orange and white come to life. If it has anything to do with the Vols, we're talking about it. Thanks so much for listening to the show. We hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And we'll be back soon. But wherever you are, we are. And we are at TN Fan Talk. Would you like to be on the show? We'd love to have you. Find our link tree in the show description. No experience or equipment is needed. Keep bleeding orange. And see you next time on Tennessee Fan Talk.